Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about strategic plan and process. In a previous video last week I have explained three important elements of strategic plan. The first one was long-term objectives, the second one was course of action, and the third one was the allocation of resources. And I also explained what mission is, what vision is. On the basis of those three elements, I will explain strategic plan and process. According to Gary Dessler, strategic management process can be divided into three phases. The first one is formulation phase, which he calls strategic planning phase. The second one is strategic execution phase, and the third one is strategic evaluation phase. The first step is related to formulation of your mission. You should define your current business. The second step is related to environmental scan. It can be either internal or external. The third step is related to formulation of a new direction, which is actually formulation of vision. The first step is related to translation of the mission and vision into strategic goals. In the fifth step, you should formulate your strategies to achieve your strategic goals and objectives. According to Gary Dessler, this is the strategic planning phase. And after the formulation, you should execute those strategies. You should implement those strategies. In the final step, you should evaluate your performance. You should be able to understand if you achieved your objectives or not. You should be able to understand if you're effective or not, if you're successful or not. Without evaluation of your performance, you cannot understand if you are successful or not. Let's start with the first step. You should define your current business, our mission. Mission is formulated with an answer to this question: what businesses are we in? So you should specifically ask, what business are we in? What products are we selling? Where do we sell them? How do our products or services differ from our competitors? The second step is related to environmental analysis. Environment can be divided into two. It can be internal environment. It can also be external environment. Strengths and weaknesses are comprising the internal environment. Opportunities and threats are comprising the external environment. What is important to note here is that strengths and weaknesses can be controlled by your organization. You can change your strengths, you can develop your strengths, or you can reduce your weaknesses. The power to change strengths and weaknesses depends on you. But you cannot change opportunities, you cannot change threats, because those are external environment and it is imposed by the environment on you. Either you can take necessary measures against threats, or you should be able to find good strategies to benefit from those opportunities, but you cannot change them. Either you can benefit them or you can take necessary measures against them. The strengths are the areas that your organization do well when compared to your rivals, and weaknesses are the areas to be improved when compared to your rivals. In terms of opportunities, they are the positive externalities that may contribute to your organization. If it does not contribute to your organization, those are potential problems, those are called threats, those are negative externalities. In the third step, you can formulate a new direction. For example, vision. What is your vision? Vision statement is a general statement of the firm's intended direction that shows in broad terms what we want to become in the future. What do you want to become in the future? You should decide on that. How are you going to decide on that? You can decide on that on the basis of your mission, on the basis of your environmental analysis. Quality job 1. So it might be your vision. or last week I have explained you may want to become in the top 500 universities in the world. First step, you should translate your desired new direction into strategic goals. That means you should translate your mission and vision into strategic goals and objectives. For example, if your direction is to make quality job 1, then you should define this. What do you mean by quality job 1? For Ford, for example, you can reformulate this vision into more concrete terms. For example, I will produce Ford cars with no more than one initial defect per 10,000 cars. Now it is more concrete, and I translated my vision into a strategic goal and objective. In the 5th step, you should formulate your strategies to achieve your strategic goals. How are you going to realize your strategic goals and objectives? Yes, we have a concrete objective such as one initial defect per 10,000 cars. But how are you going to do this? You should refer to some certain types of strategies. For example, you can refer to generic strategies of Porter, or you can refer to resource-based view, or you can refer to other strategic approaches, such as blue ocean strategies. You should formulate strategies to achieve the strategic goals. In the 6th step, you should implement, you should execute the strategies. Translate those strategies into action. You should take action. For example, you would like to increase your quality. How are you going to increase your quality? Are you going to hire more skilled labor? Or are you going to build more plants? Are you going to add products line? In the 7th and last step, you should evaluate your performance. You can evaluate your performance. Is everything in place? Have you achieved your objectives? Have you achieved your objectives successfully? Are you 100% effective? You should rethink about your performance. You should evaluate your performance. Then you will come back to the first step. You will define your mission. You will conduct environmental analysis, you will formulate your vision, you will translate your vision into strategic goals, you will formulate your strategy, and then you will take action, and then you will evaluate your performance. So it's like PDCA cycle. Plan, do, check, and act. There's a wheel, and this wheel should continuously turn. You cannot terminate your strategic planning process after the evaluation. After the evaluation, you will have a new input, and you will transform this input through throughput or conversion mechanism, and you will have another output, and you will evaluate your output. So this is a typical open systems approach. Thank you for listening. Next week, I will talk about HR strategies on the basis of what I have explained so far. See you later.